Welcome back. Winter is almost here, which means a time to participate in winter sports, which we love right here in Park City. But in the meantime, you can tune into the new series, the new actually season of AllRound Champion. This is a really fascinating show where it takes the top young athletes of winter sports, brings them together, and has them compete in not their sport. So really fun concept. Let's find out more.
Right now, I have the opportunity to talk about the second season, all new of AllRound Champion with host Perdita Felicien. Perdita, thanks for joining us here on Park City Television.
My pleasure.
So tell me about AllRound Champion.
So it's a really gnarly show, and we take 10 emerging athletes, anywhere from age 12 to about age 15 or 16, and they're really great at what they do. And so what they have to do, though, is compete in each other's sport. And in season 1, we did summer sports. In season 2, that is airing on September 22nd, is winter sports. And so each week, they have to coach their fellow athletes in that sport. And what's really, really interesting is most of these athletes are great at what they do, yeah, but they're not masters at these other sports. And so we really throw them for a loop. The treat for the athlete who's coaching is we bring in a sports star from their sport. So this season is curling, we have ice climbing, we have luge, we have speed skating, figure skating. I mean, 10 elite sports. And so for them, we bring in a sports star from their world of sport. And it makes for really, really interesting programming because you kind of see these athletes who are great at what they do, learn what it means to frankly fail at times and be challenged and really have to face their fears. You know, could you imagine being a master curler and then all of a sudden you have to put on figure skates, right? And in 3 days you have to master figure skating. And then on the 4th day you compete against 9 other athletes. I mean, it's pretty interesting. And for me, I found that they rise to the occasion, but along the way in these 10 weeks, you're going to see a lot of like ups and downs for them to get there.
A really great opportunity to see these athletes, their character, their drive, determination, compassion. Can you tell me any more about the individual athletes that are participating?
Oh, yes. So it's five girls, 5 boys. And, you know, interestingly enough, Kayla was kind of shocked me. She's our figure skater. So she's from Miami, but she has never seen snow. And so one of the sports is mogul skiing. And so to see her interact with snow and cold and ice, you know, being a Miami girl was really, really interesting. We have Adam, who's a speed skater. He's a little mouthy. I make it known on the show that he's a little too mouthy for my liking. He's ultra competitive. And I think what's very difficult for some of these athletes is they're not used to losing. And they are completely out of their elements at times. And you really see their true character come out. We have dog mushing. Ellen's our dog musher. We have Rajan, who's our curler. And so it's really just a really interesting mix. You have athletes who are super, super talkative and competitive and you can just feel the smoke or see the smoke coming out of their ears. Others are more reserved, like Ellen, like Evan, our cross-country skier. But I call him like a silent assassin because you do not want to go up against Evan, right? And so for me, it has been just really interesting mentoring them, guiding them, and really seeing what they're made of.
Now, this is Park City Television and winter sports. That's our jam. I'm sure we have welcomed some of these athletes on our set. We filmed them in action. But I understand there's distinct challenges when filming and working with winter sports. What are some things as the host that you encountered that made it a little bit more difficult but also intriguing with this series?
Oh my goodness, can I be honest? I'm going to be honest. So I'm a world champion. I'm a summer Olympian. I competed in the 100-meter hurdles. So I like heat. I like sun. I like the Summer Olympics. And so one of the challenges were, you know, with winter sports, you're outdoors, right? For some of them. And, you know, the elements aren't always kind. And so not only do these athletes have to perform and stay primed, they're dealing with cold fingers, frosty noses, you know, an artificial environment in that you have cameras and crews taping their every move. So you have a major, hissy fit. Guess what? The cameras are going to catch that, right? unlike when they're in competition, at home, there isn't a camera following their every move. And I think for a few of them, that was challenging. But this is a reality show, right? We show the real. We show everything that's happening with these athletes and what they are going through. And so I think the challenge was definitely the elements, right? And also the fact that you have everybody watching what you're doing, and that adds a sense of pressure. And like I said, at most times they rise to the occasions. But I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say there are times where I'm like, come on, like your attitude really sucks right now. So, but they get through it. They get through it.
Well, we completely understand. What do you think audiences will really take away after watching this?
Oh, I'm really excited for everyone to watch this program. I'm really proud because it's a program that children, whether they're athletes or not, if they compete at sports at a high level or not, they can watch with their families, and they can make this, something that they watch, once a week together. I think the takeaway really is it's one thing to be talented, it's one thing to be really good at what you do. But sport really stretches you and it brings out the true character of who you are. And so you get a gold medal, great. You win a competition, great. What happens when you lose? What happens if you get injured? What happens if things don't go your way? And I think it's a really teachable moment week in, week out that our viewers can really take away with them. And you really see, it's a challenging series, right? In that they don't know what they're doing week in, week out. They never know when they show up. But at the end, it's really, really triumphant because you see a lot of them come full circle in the end.
And where can we get more information? How can we watch?
Oh, good question. So you can watch the season premiere on BYUtv. It premieres on September 22nd. You can also watch on the free BYUtv app. So if you've missed something on television, you can go back to that free app, download it, and watch on demand. Also, I would say before September 22nd to get caught up on season 1, which you can find on demand on the BYUtv app. So there's tons to watch and tons to do up until that time. So if I can give people homework, that would be the homework. Go watch season 1.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see season 2. Thank you so much, Perdita, for talking with us here on Park City TV.
My pleasure. Take care.